You are a powerful being. Today, you will receive 3 foundations that will help you tap into and fully embrace your divine power so that you can openly share it with the world. You will also receive an action meditation process to help you move in the direction of fully embracing your power now. The first foundation to being powerful is to understand what real power is and then make a conscious decision to align with it. The most powerful energy in all of the universes combined is love. We're not talking about the kind of love we see in romantic movies. We're talking about the unconditional life-giving energy that gives birth to all of life itself. It's where everything comes from. Love has absolutely no agenda. It has no personality. It does not judge or believe something to be good or bad, right or wrong. To align with love is to let go of judgment. Doing so returns us back to the most authentic and pure version of ourselves, which is pure love in its most extraordinary form. In the current way society has shaped itself, controlling others, being greedy, and doing anything that intentionally inflicts pain and suffering onto others are often viewed as being powerful. These types of actions and behaviors actually come from the part of ourselves that forgot our true nature, which made us buy into the illusion of fear, which in itself is a form of weakness. So anyone who controls others or intentionally does something to hurt or cause pain to others is doing so because they are afraid of something. This is not power. This is a form of weakness. The key to popping ourselves out of the fear bubble is to no longer believe that other people's fears have to be ours. People have the right to be in their fear, but you have the right to not make their fears be something you have to buy into. To be powerful is to recognize and see fear as a call to love more. To do this, all that's asked of us is to honor and have compassion for the part of ourselves that once bought into the fear, including the fear of others. This gentle approach helps the mind to eventually feel safe enough to be willing to return back to our true self, which has always been love. This is when we become powerful, because all of our actions, habits, and behaviors begin to mirror the love that is the core of our nature. From this space, we have absolutely no desire to control, hurt, harm, or look down on anyone or anything, because we now see all of it as an extension of life itself. Imagine being intentional with choosing unconditional love daily, even when you feel down or off sometimes, choosing to be compassionate with yourself as you move through the lingering fear, doubt, worry, and everything in between, and coming back to love is you being in your power. The second foundation to being powerful is to have a consistent practice that allows you to create space between you and your thoughts so that you don't always have to identify with or believe them. The more space you create between you and your thoughts, the less reactive you will become. When we react impulsively and get triggered often, it's usually because we are operating from a survival-based space. This moves us out of our power and in fact has us giving our power away to the first person, thing, or experiences that come along. The most effective way of creating space between you and your thoughts is to practice anything that puts you in a meditative state. Things like meditation and breath work are just two of many ways you can create this space for yourself, The more space we create between ourselves and our thoughts, the more intentional we become with our words and actions. This helps bring in enough higher wisdom and awareness that we free ourselves from the limitations we once created for ourselves. This is power. We will go through a simple meditation in a bit that will help us do just this. The third foundation to becoming powerful is to create balance between the left and right hemispheres of the brain. When the brain is balanced, that primal feeling that something is missing starts to dissolve because you are intentionally giving to your whole self now. What I mean by whole self is that you are giving to and honoring both your creative, free-spirited side and the practical, organized, action-oriented side of yourself. If you are solely focused on developing one more than the other, this imbalance can show up in our lives in ways that can be disempowering. So to be powerful, it's important to honor and develop both our creative, free-spirited side and the organized, practical side in a way that is balanced. So how do you honor the right hemisphere of the brain? Well, we can do this through acts of self-care, self-love, spiritual development, pampering yourself, meditation, expressing yourself artistically in however way you like, breath work, mantras, chanting, acts of kindness and service, and so on. To honor the left hemisphere, we can clean and organize our living space. We can read books about history, science, engineering. We can learn a new trade, and so on. The key is to give both sides of the mind a healthy outlet so that all of you feel seen, heard, loved, and acknowledged by you. When this happens, you are more fulfilled, you're not chasing, you're not looking for something outside of you anymore to fulfill you, you're more at peace, and you're more in your authentic self, which is you being powerful. So this feels like a great time for us to begin our action meditation process to help us create space for our most authentic and powerful self to emerge. So go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel yourself relaxing into the chair, the bed, the couch, the floor, wherever you're sitting, just letting yourself relax fully into that object. Let's take another deep breath in. And as you release, just feeling yourself relaxing even more into that object that you're sitting or laying on. Good. And one more. Deep breath in. And release. So as your eyes are closed, I invite you to imagine seeing yourself sitting in an empty movie theater and just observe yourself sitting in the middle of that theater, looking straight out at a blank movie screen. Let's just observe that for a moment. And now let's bring your focus onto the movie screen itself. So seeing this blank movie screen in your visual. And if you have any thoughts, if anything comes up for you, just see those thoughts being placed onto that movie screen, that blank movie screen, and see it as a picture on that movie screen. And then go ahead and just see it move on and come back to that blank canvas, that blank movie screen. Let's just focus on that movie screen for a moment. And now just bring your focus back on seeing yourself watching that blank movie screen. Just observing yourself, looking at your hair color, what outfit you're wearing. Let's just observe. We're not judging, we're just observing. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. And release. And again, if any thoughts come in, just know that that's your mind trying to protect you the best way it knows how, and just place those thoughts onto that blank movie screen as pictures, and then you can just see them move on, coming back to that blank screen. Now focus on the space between you and the screen. Are there other chairs in between you? Is there a floor? Is there a carpet? Just focus on that space between you and the movie screen. So what you're doing right now is you're creating space. You're creating space by recognizing and looking at the space between you and your thoughts. So the movie screen is the focused point, and all of the pictures that you are seeing on that movie screen were the thoughts. And when you see them pass by and come back to that focused blank canvas, that is you connecting with your true self, which is that neutral point of existence. Neutrality is peace. Neutrality is love. There's no need to judge. There's no need to make something good or bad, right or wrong. It simply is. Even if you're able to do this for 30 seconds, you have created space between you and your thoughts. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and release. And let's express gratitude for your mind, for your awareness, for creating this experience for yourself where you can actually see space between you and your thoughts. And it's in this space where you are at your most powerful. This is the space that you can receive divine wisdom, divine guidance, outside of the box ways of thinking, inspirations. So let's express deep gratitude for that space. Gently opening your eyes, getting back into your body. Take a deep breath in and release. And so it is. All right, my friend. So as simple as this process seemed, I invite you to do it daily for at least the next 4 weeks to help you come back to your power, to create that space between you and your thoughts. So you're not in the reaction mode all the time, but you're in your creator mode. This is the part of you that is the sacred observer. This is the part of you that is the universe. When you have that awareness, you have everything. And if this helped you in any way, please share this video with your friends and soul tribe so that they too can receive the benefits from it. With that being said, I am so grateful for you. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Hey my friend, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and comment. I'd love to hear from you. Have a miraculous day.